Hello, welcome back. Whew. And she is shaping up to be a warm one. Tomorrow's to be probably that 100 degrees again, 33 or something, and then a humidex, a blah 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 on top of it. So this is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be for mud packing up in here, because it's particularly bad field for molehills. I gotta go and get my chipper so I can dig this out when I go back down to the field, because I don't want too much of this sticking around. So what are we doing today, Piper Doug? Well, you'll all see that and know what I'm doing. So, previous video there was one that got a big ding in it, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll go from here back to about ½ an inch from the end, and I'll make a blade on that, work it back, and then I'll put a sharp edge on the end, and then I'll try and even up, but I don't want to, take too much off of it, because when they're working, they actually do tend to sit back a bit like this. So actually there is a lot of the blade cutting, because when these are new, they're actually straight. So it actually wears back, keeping the edge most of the time. But hitting rocks and molehills and stuff and little gravel is what takes the end off, the corner off. So I'm going to sharpen these up, and then I'll go and see if I can find my scraper. I had an ice scraper because that's kind of handy with the long handle, but we'll get after it. Okay. That's down here where it never dries out. Up in the hill is a different matter. Yeah. Okay, there's the difference. Hilltop, barely tell. There's the odd tuft of alfalfa that's come back, but apart from that, nothing else is growing. Well, just wait for the rains.
birds. Hi, PJ. Hi, speakers. Hi, baby. Hi, Elliot. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Monty. Hi, Penelope Jane. Hi, Bud Light. Hi, Doctor. Hi, JJ. Hi, Snuff. Hi, Mama Flops. Hi, Queenie. Oh, here comes big old Lamar. Hi, Mar. Come on, son. Come on, Lamar. We still could have.
You have to be nervous about your big lump.
I know.
Come on, buddy.
Back Mac up.
That?
Back Mac up.
No, I don't want to. Like, we'll have a couple of days in here while we get everything ready. Pretty sure. They will have the last two paddocks on our home rotational paddocks. They'll have those until the weekend with access up to the back of the yard. And then Liam and Christina are out this weekend. So Liam, he likes to help us. We're going to walk the black bull, so Mac, we'll walk him out of there and we'll switch him with Puddin' Pop at the heifers. So we'll switch the two bulls around just to spread our odds, and then we will shut them in here, and then we will open the gate. That's right. See if I can get this right here. There's a gate right there by that dugout. So then they'll be on to spring water instead of pipeline. So yeah. Oh, they're happy. They're happy. I'm happy. For those wondering, this is Wednesday, so for those wondering, okay, you got 40% chance of rain on Friday, why are you cutting? Well, A, I need to cut, because this is beyond flowering. Like, where it's not heavy, it's dropping its leaves right now, and even there you can see the ground's red with lower leaves. But this stuff should be about 3 feet tall, and it's now standing about 6 inches tall. It's flat in the ground. Like, any more rain is just going to pummel this flat, and it's going to be next to impossible to get it up off the ground. Now, over there, I plugged the header once already. It's that thick, laying down. Like, you literally couldn't drive over this and push it down any further. Right there. I had to dig it out of the crimper, clean it out of the turtles, and just plugged up. And right now this is as fast as I can go. It's chewing. And the blades are sharp. It's just so thick. And it's all the way up to there. So yeah, it's only gonna get worse. So even if it gets a rain on it, I'm not gonna rake it, I'm not that dumb. I know I can't do dumb stuff, but I'm not that dumb. So this stuff will sit. The field to the south that we just came out of, I will rake that field either tonight or tomorrow. And it will be baled up, hopefully by Friday. So, but no, this needs to be put down now, because look up here, this is beyond flower, like the flowers have dropped. So it's starting to go crispy on us, so it needs done now. better in a swath than it is getting pummeled. And if we get hail, we'll do less damage there than standing. So let's get on. You know she's getting warm when I've got the wings up. Yep, you open up the side doors, let the heat out of the engine compartment. Normally it's not an issue, but I'm driving straight into the wind. So the engine's at the back and the rad's right at the back. So all the rad at the back is getting is roasting air. So, staying under 90 now at least. I checked the rad, it's not plugged with chaff or anything, but I think the air filter's probably plugged with dust from hitting all these big molehills. I'll probably stop at coffee time and take the air filter and blow it out. Jeez, chuck. Now you see the long, slow track. Back to the water trough. Like I said, next week they will have access to the dugout over there, so they won't have to do this long walk. But at least the long drawn out walk gives them all equal time to get to the water and get a fill before they all start fighting around it. So anyway. So you can take this with a pinch of salt. Just in for coffee with the boss lady, and she said, well, if there's anything you can take away from this on one of the driest years in the last 5 years, my little snow catcher runs, and how the snow out here was laying 2 feet thick across the whole field. Like I said, try and explain it. Because even on the lightest parts of the field, there's still alfalfa that's probably a foot tall. Now, in those areas it's still standing. Whereas the whole rest of the field looks like this. You can see there it's like 3 feet tall. So I can get up to speed here, and then we're back to the flat stuff. She is chewing. And then you'll see just up here where it gets like a lighter color where the flowers are off of it. That's the lighter stuff. So you can see it's still hitting the top apron. So, like I said, I'll stand by it. My little snow catchers, if you can lay strips to catch snow, even if you have to do it on your first cut for the first year, it'll pay you back. It will. I've proven this time and time again. Ironically, I did not leave snow catchers on the big quarter, and that's actually way lower quality, way lower yield than I was expecting. So maybe I hurt myself doing that last year, but it didn't come back as well as this field did last year. So anyway, like I said, I might be blowing in the wind, but it definitely looks great. Like I'm very privileged, but it's not by luck. Like I said, we've had less than, I don't even know if we've had 4 inches of rain total this year. I don't think we have. I know we've had less than an inch since May. So, take that. Well, the AC in that tractor works about as well as the AC doesn't work in the swather. And then the air in that tire works about as well as the air in that cab works. Honest as shit. What a flippin' day. Want to get this raked up tonight so it can sit and dry tomorrow, and they're saying now we have a big thunderstorm for Friday. Yep, I better just not talk anymore right now. Say a bad word. tell you, the sun is setting and it's still 30 degrees. And the humidity is a million something. Water's just dripping off me. That's exactly what you want to hear. So, if you ever find yourself with a Heston Massey hay rake and you have your round thing go not so round, know that a Farm King auger has the same wheels. Tires not quite the same size, they're 15-inch. This one is 6.7 and this one's a 7. Where is it? I saw it earlier. 7.6. So yeah, it's a little bit beefier, but it clears. It's not that big of a circumference difference. Yeah, it's only maybe an inch taller at the most, I think. Oh my god, it's dripping off my eyebrows. So I don't even know if I should go back raking. The humidity's coming down crazy. Oh, Lord bless me. Okay, let's go do something. Well, looks like I should get them to do the AC in the Swather and this while they're at it. I don't remember ever trying to use the AC on this before. It was blowing cool, but not cold. Anyway. Oh, goodness gracious me. I actually see right now there's a 40% chance of rain here. Right now. The weather guessers, they aren't even trying anymore. They just spin the dartboard, throw the darts, see what happens. Like I said, they don't even care. They don't care. So like I said, look at this. 40% chance. You know what it is? It's a full moon. That's why. It's a full moon. Absolute tomfoolery. Oh. So, the wheel for the orange Tango, Tango turd, should I say, is ready. So I will drop off the little wheel. So I will drop off the little wheel and pick up the big wheel, do an exchange, and then hopefully tomorrow they can get out and go over that. Even if they just have to charge it to get me going, to get that cut and caught up. And then afterwards we can try and track down the leak, because it's obviously got a humdinger of a leak. It only lasted 3 days. So, yeah. My gosh, it's still hot. Oh. Anyway, this is where I will leave you. The boss is away at council doing her municipal hat wearing. I gave them old alfalfa, I gave them a new roadside, and they still walked away from it and were hollering at me, so bugger them. They want to go forage on the ground for shoots. They don't realize that in a week or two they are going to go up here into number 1, the big paddock that's not used yet. We're going to pull the golden girls in and put them by the house, and then we're going to keep them out here while we're gone on holiday. So the golden girls will have like 2-3 bales set up in here, and then the heifers will go up into number 1 for the whole time we're gone, because there's lots of eating up there. So I'm gonna sign off. Thank you for watching. Please come back. It's supposed to be hot as Hades again tomorrow and then cool off, but then it's supposed to rain. But I'll take the rain. At this point, like I said, that's why I'm cutting. Because if we get it cut, we get a rain, at least that would let the next cut start coming up. Even if we have to take a loss on the first cut condition. It is what it is. So, hope you come back and see us next time. Come for a visit. And we'll see you down in the comments. Bye everybody.